My name is Masahiro Kurosaki. I'm a lawyer by profession. We have a family of 3. My wife, Aiko, who's 1 year older than me, and our daughter, Yui. And today, my wife and I are celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary. In other words, our silver wedding anniversary.
Dad, it's your wedding anniversary next month, isn't it? I've reserved a table at Royal Prince, so you and Mom should go there together.
I almost burst into tears at the surprise from my daughter. And the Royal Prince Hotel is a luxury hotel that's been voted one of the best hotels in the country. And now, we're driving to that hotel. 25 years of marriage already. Gone by so fast.
Yes, and it's been 30 years since we met.
It's been that long? We've gotten old.
Yes, we have.
We met when I was a university student at my part-time job. I fell in love with Aiko at first sight and had a crush on her, but she had a boyfriend at the time. I thought he must be a good guy for Aiko, but...
It's about time you give me my money back.
I can't. I don't have any money. So can you lend me some more money today?
I can't do this anymore. I'm having a hard time making ends meet too.
Huh? You're a useless bitch!
I'm sorry.
Just like a debt collector. That son of a bitch! I couldn't stand still, and before I knew it, I flew towards them. Hey! What you're doing is blackmail, and not paying back the money you owe her is a crime in and of itself!
Kurosaki?
Huh? Who are you? I mean, what's the crime? Stop exaggerating. Threatening someone is punishable by extortion under Article 249 of the Penal Code. Besides, if you haven't returned the money, we can take legal action. You're just making up all kinds of theories. There are no laws or regulations governing the lending and borrowing of money between lovers. Then do you want to test it? My parents are lawyers. I can call them right now and check with them. Or do you want me to go ahead and inform your university? Huh? What the hell's your problem? So bothersome. For God's sake, here! Just stay out of my life! I'm sorry if I did something unnecessary. I'm really sorry.
No, don't be. Kurosaki, you're a lot more manly than I thought. Thank you for saving me.
Oh no, my heart was racing, but I'm glad. Aiko had a quiet personality at the time, and her boyfriend always begged her for money, but she was too scared of his troublesome personality to say no or break up with him. After that, she cut her ties with the man once and for all, and that was the beginning of our relationship. When we met, you seemed so timid, and I thought I had to protect you.
Maybe that's why. I was quite popular back then, you know.
Since then, Aiko has become a completely strong woman. After finding a job, she defended her colleagues from unreasonable bosses and fought off bureaucrats who bullied young girls. Perhaps because my daughter grew up watching my wife like that, she also has a strong sense of justice and has had many busy episodes since she was little, such as helping a classmate who was being bullied by a senior classmate and denouncing a teacher who was physically punishing her. I was no longer able to make it up to these two, no matter what I did. Eventually, we arrived at our destination hotel. It had been a long drive after a long time, but we were able to spend the road trip reminiscing without feeling bored along the way. Stepping into the hotel, the interior was as luxurious as its name.
Amazing! It's like a castle.
I'm going to check us in, so wait for me on the sofa. Hello, welcome to our hotel. I have a reservation under Kurosaki. Please, wait a moment. Aiko's enjoying a welcome drink behind me. I was thinking that I might have one later too, but... Thank you for waiting. I'm sorry to trouble you, but we were unable to confirm your reservation, Mr. Kurosaki. What? That's not possible. Immediately, I checked the reservation screen that Yui had sent me. I checked it, and there's no mistake. Please, take a look at this. Right. I'll check it again. I'm very sorry for keeping you waiting. Please.
Is something wrong?
I was told that the reservation hasn't been confirmed, but, well, I showed them the reservation completion screen, so it should be okay. But a few minutes later... Thank you very much for your patience. As I thought, we were unable to confirm your reservation, Mr. Kurosaki. Really? However, we are able to prepare one of the suite rooms that you requested today, so I'll show you to that one. I apologize for the inconvenience caused by our mistake. Is that so? I'm glad to hear that.
But I wonder why a reservation hadn't been made.
Well, it looks like they can get a room ready for us. Aiko had an expression of displeasure on her face, but it was a present that our daughter had prepared. I'm sure Aiko would gradually regain her good mood. Well then, let me show you to your room. But at this moment... Hey, wait a minute! Manager? I'm sorry, but it will take me a moment. Please, have a seat here and wait. Okay. Why did you let that guest through to the suite room? They don't have a reservation, right? Yes, sir. We were unable to confirm it here. However, the guest did receive an email confirming the reservation, so I thought perhaps it was a glitch on our part. Still, why the suite? I always tell you to leave that room open just in case. I know, so doesn't this fit in the just in case? Of course not! That room is for our special clients. It's not for those poor-looking guests. There are other rooms available, aren't there? Show them that way. I'm sure he thinks he's talking quietly so that no one can hear him, but in this space with only background music playing, I could hear everything. I couldn't keep my mouth shut at the horrible way he said it, and when I went to the front desk, the manager came towards me. I'm sorry, sir. The suite you requested is not available today. We will show you to another room instead. What we have reserved is a suite room. If it's available, please show us that one. Today's our wedding anniversary, and this is a present from our daughter. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We do have a room available, but it's not a room for people like you. This man... I couldn't help but be so angry at what was a clearly condescending attitude, but the manager didn't seem to back down. Then at that moment, Aiko, who'd been silent all this time, opened her mouth.
With all due respect, after listening to what you've been saying, you've been making a lot of insulting remarks about us, haven't you? Is it allowed in this hotel to discriminate against us because we're poor? Since we're paying the same price, we should be equal, right? This is supposed to be a representative hotel of Japan, but I fail to see it.
Equality? Oops, excuse me.
What's so funny?
Oh no, there's no such thing as equality. There's a world of difference between you and our special guests. If you can't agree, I don't mind if you leave. What?
What did you say? I can't hear what this prick is saying, so can you repeat it?
Huh? Prick, you say? Alright, I'll say it again. We don't have rooms in our hotel for low-income people like you.
Oh, I'm so glad. It's very kind of you to say all that. That's a great haul.
Is that a voice recorder?
I'm from the Ocean Resort Hotel's Human Resources Department. I'm here today to do an unannounced review of the hotel. Well, I'd rate you as the worst.
What? Do you expect me to believe a lie like that?
Should I show you this then?
I could see the blood drain from the manager's face as soon as he accepted the business card. I'm so terribly sorry. I didn't realize you were from our administration department. Please, if you could keep this to yourself, of course we'll prepare a suite for you.
It's too late now. I will report this to my superiors. This instant.
Yep. Aiko works in the Human Resources Management Department of the same affiliated hotel, the Ocean Resort Hotel. An unannounced investigation? Wasn't this a gift from Yui? I was confused too, but seeing the manager even more distraught than I was, my mind gradually began to clear. Was it possible that I was being played again? I later heard that bad rumors about the hotel's new manager had been reported to the head office, and the upper management, taking the situation seriously, immediately acknowledged the need for an investigation and the gathering of evidence, so Aiko was chosen as the investigator. By the way, the part-time job where we met was at the Ocean Resort Hotel, where Aiko was still working. When she was working there, her earnest personality was highly regarded, and she went on to work there. She's now mainly doing clerical work in the Human Resource Management Department, but she used to serve customers as a hotel staff member, so the manager's attitude must have seemed even more unforgivable to her.
Thank you for your work. I have an urgent message for you.
Aiko, who considered the manager's unacceptable attitude to be extremely detrimental to the brand image, immediately reported the matter as she had declared. The manager stood there, frozen.
I've already reported it. I'll submit this recording later too.
Leaving the manager standing there motionless, Aiko's immediate supervisor instructed us to wait in the conference room. The staff took care of us and prepared tea for us, along with tea cakes. It was a bit of a shock to me, too.
If you'd been a little more bossy, I wouldn't have had to step in.
It's quite common nowadays for Aiko to put me in my place like this. While we were talking, the door opened up with a knock, and a man in a crisp suit entered.
Kurosaki! Long time no see!
Kuramochi! Or should I call you General Manager instead?
Oh no, it's been less than a month since I took the position, so I'm not used to being called that. But that's not the point. It seems that our people were very rude to you today, and I'm really sorry. Nevertheless, the investigation was a success. Now we can eliminate them. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's nothing. As an employee, I'm not a stranger to this matter.
I'm Masahiro Kurosaki, Aiko's husband. My wife is indebted to you, always.
Oh my. Sorry for my late introduction. My name is Kuramochi, the general manager. Due to my lack of supervision, I've caused a great deal of inconvenience and trouble to you, sir. Please forgive me.
No, don't worry about it.
I won't allow you to let it be like that.
Saying that, Kuromachi apologetically explained the situation. The manager, Mr. Kondo, confessed that he had received a reservation by phone at the exact time that Yui had made her reservation on the internet. Normally, the rule is to give priority to the person who made the reservation first, even by seconds, and to contact the other party to apologize, so this case would almost never happen.
But the manager interrupted the process and said that he had canceled the daughter's reservation after giving priority to a VIP customer's reservation by phone.
What a terrible person you've appointed as manager. I heard that the man, Kondo, is from the family that founded the hotel and still owns a large number of shares in the company. Therefore, it seems that even the president cannot easily ignore the family's wishes and cannot easily get rid of him. As a result of various internal dynamics, he ended up as the manager of this hotel, and so far, he's been a handful.
I never realized he was such scum. I'm guilty of not having the right sense of judgment to see it. As for my treatment, I'll leave it to HR, though I'm sure Kondo won't get away with it either.
You're right. We have enough evidence now.
Yes, really. Thanks to you.
Kuromachi repeated his apologies many times after that, then showed us to our suite. Now we can finally relax.
You're right.
After we both enjoyed the spectacular view from the room and a sumptuous dinner, Aiko must have been very tense. She got herself ready earlier than usual, laid down on the bed, and immediately fell asleep. Let's come back another time, more calmly. The next morning, after eating breakfast and getting ready, I headed to the lobby to check out, only to find General Manager Kuramochi personally sending us off.
I'm truly sorry for what happened this time. As for Kondo, I just got word that he's been terminated based on your findings as well.
That's good to hear.
Sir, please come back again if you would like. I'll be sure to rebuild this place into a better hotel by then.
Of course. I'll bring my daughter next time too. And so, we left the hotel. I must say though, if you were going to make an unannounced inspection, you should have told me beforehand.
To deceive the enemy, you must first deceive your allies, right?
That's true.
Regarding this case, it all started when Yui asked me, "What would you like as a gift for your silver wedding anniversary?" That's what started the whole thing. But Yui is still in her first year in the workforce, and it must be tough, right? So I said I don't want anything, but... Instead, I asked Yui to make the hotel reservation because I wasn't allowed to make hotel reservations in my name. Of course, the company paid for the entire trip, so Yui didn't have to pay for it.
When I thought about it, this luxury hotel was certainly too much for a first-year working adult. It's really pathetic that I couldn't even realize that. I'm always falling for your schemes, aren't I?
Without good people, the world would just get uglier, wouldn't it? So don't worry about it, my dear.
Let's leave it at that then. On the way home, time seemed to pass more quickly than it did on the way over. When we got home... Oh, is this? The lights were on in the living room, and on the table was a luxurious-looking meal and a cake with Happy 25th Wedding Anniversary written on it.
Welcome home, Mom and Dad! Congratulations on your silver wedding anniversary!
Of course, I was surprised, but more than that, I smiled with happiness. Another surprise! Aiko, standing next to me, didn't say a word, trying to look unconcerned. But I didn't miss it, the tears welling up in her eyes. I want to cherish their smiles from now on.